Nobody noticed the quiet black girl in the classroom. Until one day, a teacher said something that destroyed her confidence forever. People like you will never succeed. The classroom exploded with laughter. She didn't cry. She didn't argue. She just looked down at her notebook and wrote one word: remember. No one knew that 15 years later, that same girl would return and change everyone's destiny forever. Texas. Her name was Aaliyah Carter. She was only 11 years old. Her family lived in a small apartment in a poor neighborhood. At school, Aaliyah always felt different. White students sat in the front rows. Black students were pushed to the back. One afternoon, she came home tired and quiet. Her mother looked at her and asked softly, "Sweetheart, how was school today?" Aaliyah forced a smile. It was fine. But that night, she cried silently under her blanket. Not because she was weak, but because she was tired of being invisible. A week later, the school announced a science competition. The winner would receive a scholarship. For Aaliyah, it was her only chance. She worked day and night. She built an eco-friendly energy model using old wires, cardboard, and scrap materials. Presentation day arrived. Her project was the most creative. Even some teachers were impressed. But when the results were announced, her name was not called. Instead, the prize went to a white boy whose project was copied from the internet. Aaliyah stood up slowly. "Sir, I think there's a mistake." The principal looked at her with cold eyes. "Sit down. Don't create drama." Later that day, she overheard two teachers whispering in the hallway. Giving the prize to her would look bad. Parents won't like it. That was the moment Aaliyah understood the truth. It wasn't about talent. It was about skin color. That day, she didn't cry. She made a promise to herself. One day, I'll become so powerful that no one can ignore me. Years passed. Life became harder. Her father lost his job. Her family struggled to pay rent. After school, Aaliyah worked part-time jobs. At night, she studied. While others slept, she learned coding from free videos. While others enjoyed life, she read business books. People laughed at her dreams. A poor black girl dreaming big? Impossible. But she didn't stop. At 19, she got a small internship in a tech company. At 22, she launched a startup from her tiny bedroom. At 25, her app went viral. At 26, investors offered her millions. By 30, Aaliyah Carter became one of the youngest self-made millionaires in America. But she never forgot her past. She never forgot her school. And she never forgot the injustice. 15 years later, the same school, the same building, but a different story. A luxury black car stopped outside the gate. Teachers gathered in the hallway. The principal looked nervous. A special guest was arriving. The door opened. A confident black woman stepped inside. Elegant suit, calm eyes. No one recognized her. The principal smiled politely. "Welcome, Miss Carter. We're honored to have you here." Teachers whispered, "Who is she?" Then the principal announced, "She is the new owner of this school." Silence. Shock. Aaliyah Carter, the same girl they ignored, the same girl they humiliated. She walked slowly through the corridor. She stopped in front of a classroom. Inside, the same teacher was teaching. The teacher looked up. Their eyes met. The teacher froze. She recognized her. Aaliyah smiled gently. "Good morning, ma'am. Do you remember me?" The teacher couldn't speak. In the assembly hall, Aaliyah stood on the stage. Her voice was calm but powerful. 15 years ago, I was a student in this school. I was told that people like me could never succeed. My talent was ignored. My dreams were laughed at. The hall was silent. She continued, "Today, I didn't come here for revenge. I came here for justice." She announced new changes, scholarships based on talent, not skin color, zero tolerance for racism, special programs for poor students, equal opportunities for everyone. Then she looked at the teacher, who once insulted her. "Some people tried to break me, but they accidentally built me." Teachers felt ashamed. Students looked at her with respect. After the event, a small black girl approached Aaliyah. "Miss, I want to be like you one day." Aaliyah smiled and bent down. "No. One day, you'll be even bigger than me." The girl smiled brightly. And in that moment, Aaliyah realized she didn't just change her life. She changed the future of countless children. Because sometimes, The most ignored child becomes the most powerful person in the room.